Hey, this is Marco Battaglia checking in. Stewart Battaglia campaign video number 3. Topic is inflation. Spent the last week or so campaigning through Knoxville, Carlisle, and Indianola, talking to people, meeting people where they're at, talking to the press as much as I could allow. I'm of the take that inflation is the worst tax. You're feeling it right now. It hurts the poorest among us the most. Shelter, food, transportation, everything that you pay for with Federal Reserve notes is impacted. If you saved $1,000 in 1960 and took it out to spend in the year 2000, you would discover that your money had over time lost 80% of its value. Inflation takes the same percentage from the poorest person in the country as it does from the richest. The wealthier among us can more easily convert their assets from money into things like real estate, gold, or other assets whose value rises with inflation. But the poorest among us are unlikely to be able to buy real estate or gold. Even when they can put a few dollars aside in a jar somewhere, inflation steals value from that jar without ever having to lay a hand on it. The Federal Reserve uses fancy words like quantitative easing instead of saying in plain English that they are printing more money. People are too easily impressed by lofty political rhetoric to study the reality behind the words. Inflation in the United States is made in Washington and nowhere else. It does not rise due to COVID or due to Russia sending troops to another country. It follows a more rapid increase in the quantity of money than in output. The U.S. Federal Reserve determines how many Fed notes are printed by the Treasury Department each year. Why would anyone want a private entity to have a monopoly on any service, let alone one so important to daily life as money printing? Governor Reynolds, Lieutenant Governor Adam Gregg, former Governor Branstad, any Iowa governor in my lifetime, I've never seen any of them address the root cause of inflation. Never seen any of them mention the Federal Reserve. In fact, Governor Reynolds and Governor Branstad actually worked against Ron Paul when he was running for president and highlighting this issue. Branstad even said that if Ron Paul were to win Iowa, that the GOP would look to whoever came in second. That's not how the process is intended to work. I think we need to remind many people from both larger parties that this is not how our elections are intended to work. There was a bright light there for a while, years back, when Bernie Sanders, Democrat Alan Grayson, and Republican Ron Paul worked together to audit the Federal Reserve, and they exposed massive theft from every single taxpayer. Bernie Sanders still has that audit on his website. I'm going to drop it in the links below the video. And, this week, Lieutenant Governor Adam Gregg is headed, I believe he's headed to Israel already. I asked him if he was going to visit Gaza when he was there. I certainly would be interested in seeing what it's like on the ground there now. If given the chance, I certainly would. I wanted to keep the topic at inflation, but maybe we'll talk about that more on those other topics some other time. Definitely check out www.rickstewart.com for more information. And good talking to you. As always, ask us anything, send us any questions. And if you're helping us spread the word, actually, as of today, we found out it's a 3-way race for governor of Iowa. On the ballot, Iowans will have the option of Rick Stewart, Deidre DeGier, and Kim Reynolds. And that's pretty historic. At least in my lifetime, I can always remember ballots having more than 3 names. Definitely help us keep spreading the word. Ask us anything. I appreciate criticism. I appreciate challenging questions. Let us know if there's an event you'd like us to be at, and we'll do our best to get there. Take care of yourselves, take care of your neighbors. I know because of inflation, everybody's having challenges right now, and do your best to help your neighbors out when they fall and need help. And if you can, donate to voluntary charity, that would be excellent. And yeah, other than that, good talk, and we'll talk again soon.